If I was thinking about investing in an Airbnb in Blue Ridge, what features would I look for to attract more guests and keep them coming back? Well, proximity to town and paved roads for sure. A gated community is a big plus because it makes guests feel secure. A roomy home that fits me and all my friends, a fire pit, in fact, multiple fireplaces for that matter, a hot tub, a big beautiful deck. After all, the deck is a new kitchen up here in the mountains. And of course, that big beautiful deck has to have a tremendous view. Basically, I'd look for this place behind me. This house is for sale, listed by a friend of mine named Maddie Jefferson at Mountain Place Realty, which is where I work as well. You can contact me. My information's right here below. You can give me a call, email me, whatever, and I can tell you more about it. I can show it to you, okay? But in the meantime, let's go take a look. Just in time for the sun to start coming out. That's gonna make my filming here a little bit more difficult because it makes those shadows darker. But you can get a pretty good look at what it looks like from the front. Of course, the sky is mostly white and that kind of sucks. Lots of deck space here. You can see we've had a lot of pollen this year. I apologize for the deck looking like it needs to be swept. But it's a nice, big, beautiful deck, that's for sure. Plenty of parking. There's not a garage here, but there's plenty of parking for visitors. Now let's go in the front door here. This is my first time seeing the place, so we're gonna learn about it together. And here we are. Very nice, obviously a cabin feel, a rustic North Georgia cabin feel to it. This is not what we would call a mountain modern design. This is a more traditional. We might as well start here with the kitchen, see what we've got. Black granite, solid wood cabinets, plenty of cabinetry. I love cabinets with the glass in them. I have that at my house. I like that look. Stainless steel sink. Tile floor, in case you didn't see that. I love the tile floor in the kitchen too. I love wood elsewhere, which is what we've got going on here. But tile in the kitchen is a good thing to me. Right up front here we have this is actually the master bath. I believe we're coming in from the side of it. There's dual entries. Jacuzzi tub, which is nice. Okay, that's going into the bathroom, or excuse me, the bedroom there. And we've got a sink here and a shower, which unfortunately doesn't have a light on in there. Couldn't find a switch, quite frankly. And going into the master bedroom. Got closets on each side. And this house is occupied, so forgive the clothing or linens or whatever else you might see in here, but this is a nice sized closet. Same thing on this side. They're hiding some of their stuff away to show the house. That's understandable. Got to hide that liquor from everybody's view. Here we go. And the master. And we'll go outside to see that view in a second. Well, I've got an alarm or something going off in the background. We'll go out and see this view in just a second from the deck, okay? The camera will operate a little bit better once we're outside. High wood ceilings. And fireplace number one. What did I say about lots of fireplaces? This place has them. All right. Let's go back out in the living area. Now, I hate to say it, I couldn't get those blinds open. I don't know why. So we're gonna have to look at the view, like I said, from outside and or through other decks on other levels or other windows, but we're not gonna be able to see it through here, unfortunately. Here's the other side of that big stone fireplace. High ceilings. And lots of glass there, even though we can't quite see out of a couple of those windows. That's a lot of glass. Very roomy. And we'll go out there on the deck, as I said, in a minute. Let's head upstairs. And the bunk room with plenty of closet space. Again, all the ceilings are the same. Plenty of room for guests. Play a little poker. You want to put the kids to bed up here and they want to get up, play a little poker in the middle of the night. There you go. And the bathroom. Oops. Tearing the place up here. All right, and across the hall, this is just a utility closet here. And across the hall is the loft. Now, quite often people will call a loft a bedroom. And that's not always a cool thing to do because there's two things required to make it an actual bedroom. One is a window, which this has. Two is a closet, which this has. So, although this is a loft and it is currently set up a little bit more like an office with a daybed, this could be made a regular old bedroom. And it's got its own bathroom and also, of course, windows in here. So, this is officially a bedroom, even though it's a loft space. And I have magically transported us to downstairs, the lower level. And again, fireplace number 3. Now, this has 2 sides to it, so does that mean it's 4 fireplaces? No, I don't think so. That's 1 fireplace open to both sides. This downstairs level, to me, is what makes the house as far as, vacation rental. If that's what you're looking for, this is available as a short-term rental, but it certainly doesn't have to be. Make a great second home, great place to bring a lot of guests, 4 bedrooms, lots of room, lots of fireplaces, a lot of sitting areas. It is obviously decorated very traditional country, but it's quite a nice house. Decent sized closet over here in the corner. I hesitate to open it because I think it's just full of storage. Yes, indeed. Hey, what are you gonna do? You're trying to sell a house. You gotta put your stuff somewhere, huh? What else we have over here? Now down this hall is utility rooms, which don't look terribly attractive, so I will show you, but this is where your laundry is. And this is another utility closet. Not much to see in there, so I won't even bother opening it up, and I'm not sure if the light's working in there anyway. Another not quite full kitchen down here. There's not a stove. There is a microwave. You could probably put a stove in here. By the way, in case I didn't mention it upstairs, that's a gas stove. And up here in Blue Ridge, that means propane. Okay, there is a propane tank outside. It's buried, it's hidden in the ground. And let's go ahead and take a look outside. After all, it's all about the deck. This place has a lot of deck space. It's been raining a lot. Not sure where that water came from, but it was pouring hard, like hard driving. I had to pull over on the side of the road. I just couldn't see. So that got in from somewhere. This deck up here might not be fully covered. I see some daylight through here. From here I'm not positive, but it may not be fully covered up above on the upper deck. So that's where the rainwater came through. I'm gonna give them a pass because it has been raining like crazy. Now out onto the deck, this is the lower deck, of course. And there's the hot tub, the aforementioned hot tub, right? Every good rental property or vacation home, or full-time home for that matter, needs a good hot tub. In the view down here, it's really mostly about the yard. The trees block the view, and again, unfortunately, that sky is, well, the sky's not too bad. It's not blowing out too bad. But we'll see the view much better when we go up to the top deck. There's a lot you can do with this yard. I did mention a fire pit earlier, and there is not actually one here, at least not one that I've found yet, but there easily could be. This is a sizable enough yard to do that. You put a fence back here, it's not that big. You put a fence for your dogs, for you keep your animals in. You can put a garden out here, whatever you want. You know, a lot of times up in the mountains, these high homes with the nice views, you're right perched on the cliff, right on the edge, which is kind of cool, and it gives you no yard work. But you know, for me, I like to have a bit of a yard. So there we go. Well, let's head up around this way. We haven't seen this yet. These are stairs back up to the upstairs into the upper deck. Very big. This is a lot of deck space. We've only seen a part of it. This house has four sides deck. Lots of room to hang out. And another fireplace over here. Look at all this space. This is crazy how much space. They have a tree coming up through this deck that they've turned into a totem pole. Kind of cool. But this is tons of room. This is tons of deck space. Now let's see if we can get the camera to lock in on this exposure out on the mountains and show you what the view looks like. Playing with the camera a little bit. I'm trying to bring those further back mountains a little better into proper exposure. I'm having a hard time. It's a little bit hazy out there, but you can see well, maybe you can't. What's happening is this is the tree line right behind the house. And then of course you've got the far horizon, but in between right here, may not look like much on this shot, but it's really beautiful. In fact, this is my favorite kind of view, because the way I feel like anything like this way back here, once you've seen that, you've seen it 1,000 times. Way distant horizon line that just kind of goes up and down. Not a big deal. I like more of a foreground and a mid-ground view, just to give you something else to look at, and that's what this is. And I'm really sorry that you can't quite see it just now, but it's really great. All right, well, I think we covered the whole place. I'm going to take a look at the MLS listing here, and just to make sure, read a few things off for you. The house was built in 2005, 3,200 square feet, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3 stories. Let's see, Fannin County High School, 2.2 acres. Let's see, shingle roof, comes with furniture, by the way, and again, it's available for short-term rental, so the furniture part of it is important. And I think that pretty much covers the basics. I said earlier at the beginning of the video that a gated community was important. This is one. That paved roads are a big draw. This has them. Association fees, yes, $620 annual association fees. Yeah, so I think that's it. I think we covered all the bases. So once again, you can reach out to me if you want. Call me. Here's my information right here. I can show you the place. I can show you other places. I can, whatever you need. That's what I'm here for, is to help you out. Hey, if you like this kind of content, hook a brother up. Hit the like button, give me a follow, maybe even hit the notification bell. None of that costs you anything, and it really helps me build my channel. And by all means, whether you subscribe or anything else, that's fine. Keep coming back and watching. I appreciate it. Thanks, and I hope I'll talk to you soon, and keep looking for our next video.